guys, welcome to the Silver Report. Here we are, it's Thursday, March 16th, 2017. We have gold currently trading at $1,227.30, and we have silver trading at $17.37. And let's get right into some of the economic factors playing a part into the price of precious metals. Now, what we've been seeing, it seems as if gold is no longer buying Yellen's story anymore. Call options for $1,250 an ounce see volumes triple. Futures on course for the steepest price gain in 8 months. For the gold market, the Federal Reserve has really decided to alter things. They've gone from beating down the market to all of a sudden being an extreme accelerator. The top 3 most actively traded gold options are bets on further price gains. The price and volume on the option giving holders the right to buy bullion futures for April delivery at $1,250 an ounce. It more than doubled. Futures had their steepest climb in 8 months today. The gold rally, it faltered in March after 2 straight monthly gains amid concerns that the Fed would raise interest rates. And they were expecting a faster pace, but really examining Janet Yellen. There's so many people coming out and they're discussing just what they saw, and the market's just not buying it. And so it reinsured investors monetary policy will remain accommodated for some time for the gold market. We've also seen gold futures for April delivery advance 2.2% to settle at $1,227.10 an ounce at 1:40 p.m. on the COMEX in New York, the biggest gain for a most active contract since June 24th. The metal headed for its first weekly increase since February 24th. So what we've seen is that silver futures, the reason I brought this up, silver futures had their steepest ascent in 2 months on the COMEX. Platinum and palladium futures, they also climbed on the New York Mercantile Exchange. And so what we've seen, the reason that it's looking so good, because silver is definitely looking like the better investment. Silver can be seen climbing faster than gold, and we see a lot of bulls waking up. And what we've seen, investors, they're of course be better off with silver than gold, and this is the reason. Somebody brought this up in the comments the other day, why silver and not gold. But the Federal Reserve and their monetary policy has fueled a rally in precious metals, and silver usually beats its more valuable peer in a rising market. It is more violent, more volatile, but the percentage gains are always higher, so there's a possibility for higher profits within the silver market. It also has other aspects that come into play, but after the Fed raised the interest rates by a 1/4 percentage point Wednesday, what we've seen is that she brought up inflation, all that, something that was a bit of an anomaly. Some people brought up, it's not that much of a move. Normally on an interest rate hike, gold drops, silver drops. But what we saw is the dollar weaken and gold rise. Silver is substantially undervalued compared to gold, and it has plenty of space to appreciate both in dollar terms and relative to gold. And that was a quote from Gregor Gregerson, founder of Singapore-based Silver Bullion PTE. He said currently the move into silver is a trickle, but it might very well become a flood once the mood of the market at large shifts. What we also see is an interesting dynamic is the gold to silver ratio right now. As far as March 14th, it was 71. So that's the most in 2 months. It's above an average of 62 to 1 that has taken place over the past decade. And there was a low of 32 in 2011, but there's an average of 62 to 1. So there's potential for silver to appreciate versus its peer. Spot silver added 0.9% to $17.49 an ounce. It extended a 2.7% gain just yesterday. So the metal, it's sometimes called the poor man's gold. It's risen more than 9% this year, while gold's up less than 7%. They're both doing well, but as far as percentage-wise, it ends up shining better. The unpredictability of the world and the global chaos. We saw that in the Netherlands there was a shock, and that the anti-EU candidate. He did not win the election, but we also see France and Germany, they're coming up. And so supply also may drop from mine closures, and the price is needed to rise to boost output. So what we've seen on demand, industrial use is expected to have a boost as a result of some infrastructure plans, as a result of China and their credit plans. So the use in solar panels, electronics, batteries, jewelry, chemical process catalysts, other manufactured products, they will remain strong. So what we can anticipate from the silver market is that the percentage gains a lot of times are higher when it comes to mining stocks. They're very violent. Sometimes you can get them very cheap. So physical silver is what I like to pick up and like to hold, even though I really don't buy into the price. But price dips, I try to accumulate as much as possible, because silver, for me, I'm a silver bull. And so accumulating as much as I can, it's been a determination. So what we see out of silver and compared to gold, it is typically something that reacts more on an emotional level than gold does. Even though gold is a typical store of wealth, the people who are largely wealthy use a lot more gold, and they hold it, and they've been holding it ever since the collapse. It really has sold off, but not that much. It's significantly higher than it was previous to the 2008-2009 collapse. So we have some exciting times going on. It seems that Janet Yellen and her interest rate hikes somehow awakened the bulls. So what we're seeing with some of this turmoil and political chaos that is erupting, we will see some very short-term rises in the price of silver. All right, thank you guys for joining me here on the Silver Report. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe. We have the giveaway contest this weekend for the guard line quarter-mile driveway alarm system. If you want to be a part of that, check out the video, Security for Home and Property. You could still enter in to win. And there's also the 4-ounce giveaway this month. Check out that video. It's just called 4-ounce giveaway for 1 million views to find out how. I thank you guys for stopping by. As always, stay safe.